go blind. Cut me deep. These secrets and lies, storm in the quiet.
The pilot of Titans is centered on three heroes, Robin, Raven, and Starfire, but it begins with a flashback, the Flying Grayson Circus. This flashback is used as both a primer to the backstory of Dick Grayson and an introduction to Rachel Roth.
Who are you?
It also gives a robust taste of what's to come with Raven, highlighting her unstable psyche and untapped power.
There's something evil inside of me.
Feel the fury closing in.
Before we get into the individual character breakdowns for the first episode, I think it's important to discuss the tone of the show. Titans is very much not a series for children.
Fuck Batman.
We can have a realistic Robin fight scene, but we can also have Starfire blasting away goons with a burst of fire. Robin is the first character we are introduced to. At this stage in his life, decades after the Flying Grayson incident, Dick Grayson is in a terrible place. It's not the Robin many of you are accustomed to. He doesn't work with Batman anymore after growing to hate him.
Fuck Batman.
And leaving Gotham for San Francisco. He'll sometimes see a shadow of Batman only to turn around and realize it's his own. He's afraid of becoming like Bruce. Nevertheless, he still wears the Robin suit instead of a Nightwing costume. In this iteration of the character, Grayson has taken up the career of being a detective on the police force.
Everything led me here. To you. You're the boy from the circus. Please, can you help me?
From there, we are taken to the next Chiron, Raven. Here we get a more extensive look into the character of Rachel Roth than in the cold open. We get to see more of her mother, Angela, an insomniac trying to manage taking care of a problematic child like Raven. Raven's powers are also given some spotlight early on, highlighting a deeply disturbed, almost demonic individual residing inside of her. Rachel's neighbours are well aware of her strangeness, as are her classmates, who regularly bully her. It's clear that Raven's relationships at school are going to be a big part of her story moving forward. It is also within this act that we are introduced to one of the main antagonists of the story, the Acolyte, a mysterious hitman whose intentions and superiors are unclear, but hints at a more extensive narrative at play. Without spoilers, let's say that the Acolyte prompts some change within Rachel's life that launched the entire show into motion.
And I feel the darkness.
I was wrong.
Madness, madness.
Before we get the next Chiron, we are given some more story developments with Robin and Raven. And then, the next act, Starfire. She is probably the most intriguing character in the pilot episode, introduced in an enthralling, enigmatic fashion. When we first meet her, Starfire is in smack in the middle of a car crash. Her driver is embedded in the bloodied windshield, and armed men are chasing her for a reason unknown to us.
Nowhere to run from all of this havoc.
Some more events transpire, and she is propelled on a mission that will sow the seeds for Titans. We are chronologically reaching the end of the pilot, so the following will be very vague to avoid ruining some of the best moments of the episode. Towards the end, the culmination of the previous 50 minutes takes a head. There's spectacle, violence, and mystery that
Nowhere